Hello, Al Gordon. You are the police chief of the Westboro Police Department, and I am addressing this letter to you because you will not meet with me anymore after one meeting and one letter and one email that you wrote to me. So that means that I have no redress. I don't believe in the law because I am a woman and I don't feel that we have been represented at all in the Constitution. Therefore, the law, the judiciary, and politics, in my opinion, is irrelevant and does not apply to me or any other woman if they care to claim that right. I didn't register my car and I was pulled up on the street one night coming home from work because one of the lights were out. And that was very nice of the police officer to let me know that a light was out. However, it must have just gone out that day because I really looked after my car despite the fact that I didn't have it registered. I didn't register it because I don't believe in paying the government for travelling on the road. It is my right, my constitutional right to travel on the road. And that is also has been underscored by rulings of the Supreme Court and many state Supreme Courts. It's just like walking on the pavements. You don't need to have a registration for that. You are a public servant, Al Gordon, and therefore I believe that if you've got any integrity, as you say, you carry out the law. Well, this is a law, but you're not carrying it out. I don't agree with any of the laws, but you say that you do. Therefore, you're not living up to your beliefs. Cost of registration is something around $40, yet I owned my car. It was probably worth about $10,000. And for $40, you took my car and, well, you didn't, but your police officers did, and you are supporting that. And you then sent it off to a towing company to store it. Is there no other way that you can think of to recompense yourself for a law rather than stealing really the car? I can't see any other way of looking at it other than stealing. If any other person were to do the same thing, you would call it stealing. If somebody didn't pay someone money that they owed and that person went and took their car or took their property, you would be saying that that is stealing. But you don't think that that applies to you. So it's really skewed there. My relationship is with you, Al Gordon, and with the police department in Westboro. It's not with the towing company. That is your relationship. You chose to bring in another party. I did not choose to do that. You can't tell me that I have to deal with the towing company now. That's just ridiculous. You're not taking your responsibility seriously there. I said to you that I will not pay to have my own car back, and you took that as if to say that I wasn't wanting my car back. Now, how would anybody not want their car back, I ask you? How did you interpret that? It seems like selective reasoning to me. I think you must probably practice that a lot because, like with stealing, it's okay when you do it, but it's not okay when ordinary people, when shall we say, non-public servants do it. I think I've mentioned that. I did not want to go public about this, Al Gordon. I must also mention that the Westboro Police Department have been exemplary in their politeness and their kindness, unlike the Northborough Police, which actually are barbarians. And I have taken that further, and I have contacted the sheriff on that. But like many public servants, just wipe their hands of everything, and don't mind if the public just scurries around after you all wasting their lives away with this kind of nonsense. But the Westboro Police Department really restored my faith in human nature. Nevertheless, it is stealing. And I need to redress this issue somehow, so this is my only way. When I don't believe in the courts, I believe they're all corrupt. The politics is corrupt. There is no such thing as democracy. And the sooner we get to believe that and understand that, the truth of that, the better that we can get on with doing things in a different way. I'm a person who's very conscious of my health, Al Gordon, and I don't drink the poisonous water that the Westboro town deliberately decides to inflict on its residents. I have explained to the health department the dangers of fluoride, and they completely ignore me. They say that, well, they don't ignore me completely. They say that I need to, get other people to come along with this. But the thing is, they're the ones that are poisoning the public. Nobody asked to have fluoride in the water. They did that without having any public demonstrations or gatherings or lobby groups. But so why must I need a lobby group to tell them that they are responsible for poisoning the people of Westboro? Therefore, I don't drink the water, so I have to somehow bring the water in without a car. And so there you are affecting my life in ways you can't even imagine. You just wipe your hands of it. But the people that you affect go on, try to live their lives in a proper way. And you just don't even think that you're doing anything to hamper that. It's nice being able to use public transport, Al Gordon. However, it's good because I live a very low carbon footprint, and now it's very, very low. Even though when I had a car, I didn't go very far with it of late. But the transportation schedules in Westboro are pitiful, to say the least. They're third world country equivalents. So it's hard for me to get to my job, which I think is a very important job, even though maybe not everybody would agree with me. Nonetheless, it is my right to live my life as I wish, and your actions have severely hampered me in doing that. Luckily, I'm very determined, so I will find a way. But I just want you to know of the damage that you have caused my life. Also, you purport to do this for the safety of, I don't know whom, but I'm sure you justify it yourself that way. However, my safety has been severely handicapped because if an emergency, a family emergency or something should occur, or I run out of some sort of supplies, then I'm pretty severely hampered. America is a country that has virtually bound its people to the roads and private vehicles. So now what is going on is this kind of hardcore force on people to abide by these rules of registration and licensing when we don't need them. We are constitutionally protected to travel on the roads, Al Gordon, and I sent you all the documentation of the cases from the courts that have ruled this way. Therefore, I hold you in contempt of not doing your job. You are a nice man, and I don't like to say that, but that is the truth, and you have stolen my car, and there is no other way of looking at it. I do expect to have my car back with an apology very soon. It's very hard for me to imagine you taking this seriously, but this is how I feel, and I just want you to know. And I want you to also know that I would be quite happy to have insurance. However, again, it's the the syndicate of extortionists who force people to not have insurance if they don't register their car, because the insurance companies will not cover you. They act. Everybody's in cahoots with each other. Same if you don't pay a parking fine, the motor registration department will cut off your driver's license, will suspend your driver's license. But people who are listening to this should realise and look it up. There is no need to have a driver's license. We do not need to pay for our rights, to exercise our rights. So, Al Gordon, I hope you will see reason and propriety and rectify the problems, the damage that you have caused me. I don't hold out too much faith, but I'm giving you that opportunity. Once we know things, then we can change our actions. Like now that you know that it's a Supreme Court ruling that that we can drive on the roads unobstructed without needing any licenses or any other kind of registrations or whatever's that you permits, whatever. We have got the right, the freedom in America to travel wherever we want. And I am exercising that right, but I am a non-violent person, so I'm not going to go around doing horrible things. All I've got is my voice, and I am using it. Thank you for listening, and I hope this somehow persuades you to do the right thing.